This is the Joker, and I must say, it's so hot in here, I feel like I'm in Newport, all burnt and black. Speaking of burnt and black, please subscribe to this channel, The Dark Nerd Rises. Hello there, my fellow weary travelers. This is Andre Dion Moore, your Dark Nerd Rises. And I'm making this particular trope because something's been going on all day today that I'm sure you guys are familiar with, especially, if you're following on Facebook and everything. And, basically, if you want to look back here, I'm going to read something from what Stan Lee wrote years ago on bigotry and really racism. And right now, it's seems like it's getting to be an all-time high again, especially this week lately. Here we go. Let's lay it right on the line. Bigotry and racism are among the deadliest social ills plaguing the world today. But unlike a team of costume supervillains, they can't be halted with a punch in the snoot or a zap from a ray gun. The only way to destroy them is to expose them. Remember that. To reveal them for the insidious evils they really are. The bigot is an unreasoning hater, one who hates blindly, fanatically, indiscriminately. If his hangup is black men, he hates all black men. hmm If a redhead once offended him, he hates all redheads. If some foreigner beat him to a job, he's down on all foreigners. He hates people he's never seen. He hates people he's never known with equal intensity, with equal venom. Now, now we are not trying to say it's unreasonable for one human being to bug another, but although anyone has the right to dislike another individual, it's totally irrational, patiently insane to condemn an entire race, to despise an entire nation, to vilify an entire religion, or to vilify an entire religion. Sooner or later, we must learn to judge each other on our own merits. Sooner or later, if man is ever to be worthy of his destiny, we must fill our hearts with tolerance. For then, for then and only then will we be truly worthy of the concept that man was created in the image of God, a God who calls us all his children. Pa et Justia Stan. All right, I think you guys, folks, have been keeping up with this. First off, Stan was, had created the X Men, dealing with this issue of genetic mutation. Being a genetically different person could take over the human race, and of course, it was based on the backdrop of the civil rights movement. Well, so far, genetics is playing a factor right now, especially in the Olympic Games. This female boxer, is being vilified as being someone who is a transgender who just got into the boxing ring because of political correctness or whatever bullshit they're saying. Now, the fact that she is. Oh, see, I've been working on this and I'm getting flushed already, so I was about to do a little snafu, but no, she is born a female, a cis, and she has a chromosome, a rare XY chromosome that causes her testosterone levels to be higher than a normal than if around it than a normal female should have one. I mean, females shouldn't have testosterone, but she has that chromosome, XY chromosome, and here it is. Well, it
Describe
says
it
here,
better.
yes, some women can have XY chromosomes. For example, women with Swyer syndrome, a rare intersex condition, have intersex chromosomes in each cell but female reproductive structures. They usually have uterus and fallopian tubes. We'll go into that. But, it says here one of the syndromes of that is undeveloped breasts, lack of menstrual periods, taller than peers, hair doesn't grow in pubic or auxiliary, like areas like armpits or legs. Now, there's a lot of women that actually can grow, natural breasts and everything. We all know they're called hermaphrodites, okay? But she's not. She does have a rare thing, and I don't know what the full detail of that is, but so far, from what from what we've read, what I Googled and looked up, not just believe the bullshit that you're seeing on Facebook, is the fact that this woman is being attacked for having a genetic defect. And trust me,
I think
if
that's
I'm
something the X-Men have been dealing with for almost 50 years now, and let alone the article that I read from Stan, literally, and I mean literally, came out came out 54 years ago, okay, at a time when America was split and divided. What are we seeing now? The same thing. It seemed this week that's all what we had. We seen a former president pretty much try to call out the current candidate on her blackness, pretty much berate and was insulting to a black press conference and everything as far as with his attitude and his comments. And now we're seeing people being marginalized, okay? The LGBTQ plus community, almost being called out for something that really no one did or anything. And even if so, they should never be no one should ever be called out and all that. And for me personally, for a friend, with friends who are LGBTQ plus, I'm sorry folks, I'm frustrated by seeing all of these comments and posts on Facebook. I'm gonna just flub a little. I will be flubbing. It hurts because honestly, right now at this time, we shouldn't let this happen to us. Okay, we are still coming off of the death of Sonia Massey. Okay, if something like this happened back in 2020, and I feel like 2024 is the bastard child of 2020, it's you know the outrage would still be there, but even more so. Well, right now I'm outraged because of that. From what we are seeing in politics, and I'm glad one campaign is actually trying to focus on issues, but and staying on the issues. But yet, after what I saw, yesterday, we all know what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm just shaking my head. And then today, over someone who has a rare genetic syndrome or a genetic, predisposition, that you're gonna sit there and sit there and say they're cheating and everything, and yet they're not cheating. Okay. The other female boxer in the ring backed away. She probably knew how strong she was going to, you know, fighting a strong person. And that shouldn't reflect on her. But that's something that honestly, you got to realize the other person's not at fault either. And one of the top ranking female boxers, I don't even know who, I forgot her name. I was scrolling through it and all that, spoke out against that, who fought against I'm a Khalif. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but the fact is, she says she's a woman and she was able to beat her, but she fought other women and she is a woman and she did beat them, but she just has that unique, I hate the word to say advantage, but she has that trait. So people, please think about that. I mean, think about showing love instead of just trying to condemn and put others down, and because of misinformation being spread on the media. That's something I know I got excuse me, double check on. Everyone else has to check on that too. So please don't let your personal prejudices, what you believe in, take you away from your eyes and what you need to read and look up for yourself. And to make it even clearer, I'm reminded of 1 Corinthians 13:4, and I'm trying to be preachy or anything, but this does make sense that love does not boast. Okay. But it also says love is patient, kindness, not being jealous, not being arrogant, not acting unbecomingly, not seeking its own, not taking into account of a wrong suffered, not rejoicing in unrighteous, not being provoked, but always rejoicing with truth. Rejoice with truth, my friends. Rejoice in truth, my fellow travelers, weary travelers. Um, with this, I'm gonna sit there and say I hope everyone has a blessed night and a blessed day. Thank you for liking and supporting my channel. I'm hitting 100 plus. I just got recognized by Facebook, so please, thank you. First off, thank you so much. Keep hitting the like buttons and share this with others and everything. I'm going to continue to work on more content. I'm still working from my phone, but I am getting close to maybe finding something that will help me create better long form content. So please, folks, thank you. And you have yeah. I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Love you guys. I appreciate you. Enjoy. And as always, agape.